Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Wolders, and I am so excited that you've come back to listen to another Mrs. Wolders YouTube video. Well, there's some exciting news. I might be seeing a few of you next week because I am going back to Dorothy Peacock, and some of you are too. So just a little bit of an update right now. The schedule is I will be working on Thursdays and Fridays. So some of you that are listening right now, I might actually see you on Thursdays and Fridays. I won't be in the building on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays. So those that are coming back to school, your parents will be getting an email, if they haven't already, to inform you what to bring and and what days you're coming, okay? There's a good chance that Miss Chewy is going to be back on Mondays somewhere in the building. Not quite sure if she's in our classroom or not. But I'm so excited that we will be able to continue our remote learning as well as in-class learning. Okay, awesome. So let's get to it. So let's talk a little bit about Snowball. We've enjoyed his jokes. We've enjoyed listening to him. And I think today we have another Snowball joke. So I'm so excited. Snowball, our co-host, where are you? Okay, here's a joke from Snowball.
And I have another joke to tell you. Where do dogs like to go to get their baked goods? The Barkery! Well, thanks for joining us!
I hope that you enjoyed that joke. I have really appreciated him traveling with us for the last several weeks and sharing a little bit about a joke, because we all love jokes. And as you can see here behind me, I have some guests with me today for our YouTube video. There's Hammy here, right there. We have Steggy, we have Wrinkles, and we actually have a robot. And then of course we have some of my kids' creations too, Lego creations. I am in my kids' playroom. So fun times. And I'm so excited that I'm going to get to share with you about what is coming up. Okay, so let's do this. So let's do a week in review. Yes, a week in review. So let's talk about last week and what we did last week.
Well, last week we had Miss Chewy do a wonderful lesson on Monday, and she talked a little bit about perimeter, did some numeracy, some literacy, and did some awesome activities. And next week she's going to continue to do her Monday lesson, and I'm looking forward to learning and seeing more of what she is going to be teaching you on Mondays. And just a reminder that I will not be available via email on Mondays, okay? Thank you so much. And let's now talk a little bit about Mrs. Wolders' Week in Review.
So last week we got to choose your own assignment. So in the literacy portion, you get to choose your own assignment, and you had an option. Some of you are still working, we're still working on your celebration of learning. And then some of you may have worked on another assignment. There were some options. There was a Dr. Seuss alliteration video. There was a Dr. Seuss story, which was pretty cool. And then we had the COVID-19 Ed podcast story, which was awesome. And you guys got to choose whether you wanted to do one of those literary activities, which is awesome. So that was for that was for Tuesday, for Wednesday, and for Thursday, and for Friday. So I hope that you enjoyed all the lessons and all the stories, and it was kind of cool that you got to pick what you wanted to do, which is cool. Now, I did ask for Friday. You had to submit your celebration of learning, and some of you have already done that. So there's a few students out there that taught me about how to do banana bread, and another student who told me about biking, which was really cool. And there was a few students, one student showed me about volleyball, which was awesome. And I've been really enjoying your My Blueprint posts, which is awesome. Okay, so You had to submit your celebration of learning on the Friday, and then you also had to pick one thing in literacy that you had to submit that you wanted to share on my blueprint under the week 7 literacy assignment. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your celebration of learning and even this assignment. So I look forward to seeing that. For math, okay, for math, we had a few things. So we had code.org, which was pretty cool, okay, code.org. So with code.org, we were working a little bit on the Express course, which was cool. And we had a member of our class finish it all, which was awesome. And some of you are still picking away at it, and I'm going to encourage you to continue picking away at it and working on it for the remainder of June too, because some of you are really loving it, loving the code.org. And I'm going to tell you some exciting news about what's going to happen in June with code.org. Okay, you did a little bit on probability, chance. So that was kind of cool, learning a little bit about what it means to roll a die or to spin a spinner and the chances that you have in order to actually win the game or do the activity. So all of us got to do a little bit of that in athletics, which was super cool. And then we also had Mrs. Lee music website, and she got to tell us a little bit about recorder and some fun activities. And I also included some options with Incredibox and a few other musical opportunities. So I hope you got to explore them. And then we also focused a little bit about our YouTube playlist. So this week we had to focus on love. Yes, love. So I hope that you enjoyed the playlist. And we are going to continue with these themes, and I hope that you enjoyed this week. And I'm so looking forward to seeing your celebration of learning. Okay, well, can you believe it? We have done a lot of weeks so far, and now we get to move on to the next week, which is crazy. I can't believe it's gone so fast. Okay, so we're going to talk now a little bit about the next plan. So there are going to be a few students that are going to be in class on Monday and Tuesday, and there's a few kids that will be in class on Thursday and Friday. And so balancing some of our kids in the building and remotely, there's going to be a few changes. So for June, there's a few things that we are going to be doing. Now remember, we're going on to week 8. Whoa, week 8. That's crazy. We've been in remote learning for 8 weeks. So there's a few things that I want to run by you for the month of June, but specifically for next week. So let's talk about next week, okay? So here we go. So for the month of June, we are going to be starting this very cool project called the June Palooza PowerPoint. Yes, June Palooza PowerPoint. And Palooza means exaggerated event. So each of you will have an opportunity to have a PowerPoint. And during your journey of learning in June, you will get to submit things that you want to showcase. See, we've been doing that on my blueprint, and it's been working okay. But as you know, some of us have lost work. This morning, the whole system crashed for me, which was kind of crazy. So we're actually not going to be posting on my blueprint in the month of June. If you need to do tweaks or possibly, oh, you forgot something for your celebration of learning, or, oh, Mrs. Wolders, I have a question, then feel free to jump onto my blueprint and send me a question or do a little tweak, okay? But we're not going to be intentionally posting on my blueprint for the month of June. We're going to move on to this beautiful PowerPoint, okay? So with that being said, I would love for you to be able to see what I mean by the June Palooza PowerPoint that each of you are going to have. So here is a demo. As you can see here, we have the June Palooza PowerPoint, your learning journey PowerPoint in June. You're going to post 2 slides per week, and it's going to be created by you. Here I have created by Mrs. Wolders. So I'm going to show you a little bit of a demo of what I've created for next week because I knew what was going to be assigned. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the next slide. And I am going to create a Canada Day party invitation, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. So who I would like to invite 2 of my favorite superheroes, Spider-Man and Superman, and one of my favorite book heroes, Harry Potter. What? I would like to have it on Canada Day on July 1st, 2020. Where? Stanley Park in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Why? To celebrate Canada Day. And how? Transport will be done through flying or a time machine. Okay, awesome. And then the next slide was Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. And I had to pick 2 of my guests that I was going to invite. And I was going to write a paragraph about each of the guests. So I wrote about Harry Potter and I've written about Spider-Man. Now, another thing you can do too is you can create some hyperlinks. So when you create hyperlinks, you can go into your PowerPoint and you can go into Insert, and then from Insert, you can press Link, L-I-N-K, and that will give you a really great idea of how to insert a hyperlink, a link, so that it will go externally. So this link right here actually goes to a YouTube video. I'm going to drag this down here so you see. And when somebody clicks on it, it will go to a video that talks about Harry Potter flying his broom. And likewise, the same thing with Spider-Man. I would like him to bring pizza. Click here to see the video clip. So same thing, I've added a link that allows you to see a video of him delivering pizza. So feel free to do this. Some of you might even want to add your own hyperlinks that lead you to different documents. If you want to be creative, Word documents, maybe you want to tell me a little bit about your day, or maybe, you know, in this example, you might want to do a picture of a table that's all set up for Spider-Man and Harry Potter. So you can be creative and continue to do hyperlinks in your options. Now, for the literacy assignments, you do have many different options. Often you have a paragraph option, you have a journal option, and then you have the COVID-19 option. So each day you have 3 options to pick from. And then of course what you're going to do is you're going to create 2 slides of your favorite literacy assignments that you do for the week. Now, when we move on to the next slide, it says stop here and wait, okay? So I am going to be giving you a template, and it's going to ask you to stop at different places, okay? And then I'm going to give you a little hint on my next journal I'm going to do. So if this was Tuesday, June 12th, I might have an assignment that has something to do with an insect in your local environment, okay? So I'm going to create the templates. I am going to share them with you through your PowerPoint, and then you get an opportunity to be able to do a collaborative document, which I get access to. And this will be all up on our website too, so people can take a peek at your June Palooza, okay? And we're gonna be doing this for the first week, the second week, and the 3rd week in June. And it's going to be awesome to be able to celebrate your learning journey this way, because we are actually not using my blueprint for the month of June. We're going to be using this June Palooza PowerPoint. Okay, so with that being said, just remember that you're following the day plans. Make sure you do 1 literacy assignment a day, and then by the end of the week, you pick 2 of your favorite literacy assignments and you upload them or create them on one of the 2 slides that are given to you, okay? And then you want to make sure you stop, so then you wait till the next week. Awesome. Well, I hope you're doing well. And now back to talk about more about remote learning. Okay, see you later. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed that demo and you have a better idea of how your PowerPoint is going to unfold over the next couple weeks. And we have students who are in class and students that are at home, and you'll get to work on those PowerPoint June Paloozas over the next couple weeks, which will be very exciting, okay? Now, for this coming week, we have a few options. So for your June Palooza PowerPoint, okay, you will get to have a choice, okay? So just like we've been doing before, but this time you get to showcase a little bit if you want on the June Palooza, okay? So you'll always have a choice of journal, COVID Ed podcast, or there'll be one other alternate assignment. So you get to pick which one you would like to do on that day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, okay? And then what you're going to do is each week, you're going to take two of those things that you really liked. Maybe you baked banana bread and you wanted to showcase that, and you're going to put that on the June Palooza PowerPoint, your June Palooza PowerPoint, okay? So we're not going to do my blueprint. You are going to be working off the PowerPoint. So every day you'll get to do something, okay? But you're going to pick two things by the end of the week to upload as part of your showcase on your June Palooza PowerPoint. Awesome, okay? So with that being said, there's a few other things. So this coming week, we are going to be working on numeracy. Yes, numeracy. And we are going to continue with our code.org. Now, code.org, we are going to be working on Hour of Code. Yes, the Hour of Code. So this week, we're going to be looking at the Hour of Code, which is just a small little snapshot of coding that you can practice, okay? And I've put that on the day plans about which one I'm going to recommend to you, okay? And then a bonus activity, if you're done everything, you're going to go to Mathletics, and you're going to work on some more advanced multiplication and division, which is 2 and 3 digits, okay? So you're going to be working on that as a bonus, or hey, if you want to do it, right? It's some extra activity. You are going to have to search through it in the dashboard. I'm not going to assign that Mathletics, so you have to look for it, okay? And that's specifically the multiplying and dividing with a focus on multiplication this week. Next week will be a focus on division, okay? So you're gonna have to go into the dashboard and seek that out, and you're gonna look at the 2 and 3 digits, the multiplication properties, arithmetic laws, multiply multiples, multiply 3 single digits, and grid methods 1, okay? Again, bonus, okay? So have fun with that, okay? And then we have a few other things, which is wellness and flexible learning, okay? So physical activity folder, okay, which is pretty cool. So you can click on that and find some fun things. Now remember, if you're in the building, you might be doing something with the teacher, so you may not have to do this part. This is always optional, okay? I'm going to include Mrs. Lee's website, always a great thing for you to check out, okay? And then you also have the YouTube video playlist, and this week's virtue is compassion. Yes, compassion. Compassion is this week's virtue. So I'm so excited that you're able to walk with us on our journey this coming week. And like I said, we get to choose our June Palooza PowerPoint. Great way for you to showcase, put in some pictures, drag, maybe you want to do a hyperlink, maybe you want to just type things out. That's fine. Maybe you want to insert a picture that is Creative Commons copyright free into it. Go ahead and do it. And every week you should be able to submit 2 submissions into that June Palooza PowerPoint, okay? And I'm going to have a link on our woldersworld.wordpress.org, .com website, so that people can jump in and look at what you're doing and what you're creating, okay? And once again, this PowerPoint will be found in your Office 365 PowerPoint application under shared with me because I'm going to share with you and I can bounce in there anytime I want just to take a peek, okay? So I think we're gonna be doing an awesome June. I think it'll be super fun for those kids that are in the class. If you're not able to get everything done, and if you're at home and you're not able to get everything done, totally fine, okay? Feel free to send me a message on my blueprint because that's the main way to communicate with me, okay? And I hope that all of you are doing well. I am gonna look forward to seeing you either through your PowerPoint or possibly in person. So until then, I hope all of you are doing well. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, until next time, take care. See you later.